forgiveness. It's something I need more and more. It's goodness. It keeps me growing more and more. When I make mistakes, I have to leave. Sometimes it's easy, I forgive forgiveness. It's something I need more and more. I'm not the same, God knows me. Switch it up. God will forgive my wrongdoing. Switch it up. I'm not the same, I am forgiven. Standing with the truth he tells. He lifts me up so I can live. Switch it up. I'm not the same, I am forgiven. Forgiveness. It's something I need more and more. It's goodness. It keeps me growing more and more. When I make mistakes, I have to leave. Sometimes it's easy, I forgive forgiveness. It's something I need more and more. I'm not the same, God knows me. Switch it up. God will forgive my wrongdoing. Switch it up. I'm not the same, I am forgiven. Standing with the truth he tells. He lifts me up so I can live. Switch it up. I'm not the same, I am forgiven. Switch it up. God will forgive my wrongdoing. Switch it up. I'm not the same, I am forgiven. Standing with the truth he tells. He lifts me up so I can live. Switch it up. I'm not the same, I am forgiven.
This week on Extreme Mime Makeover, our mime friend, Mikey the Mime, wants to switch it up and try something new. But he seems to be stuck in a box. So, let's get him out of the box and onto the field as this mime learns how to coach others. Mikey the Mime, what sport are you first going to coach us on? Whoa. Oh. Oh, nice. I love baseball. Cool, okay. What are you going to coach us on? You can't coach with an invisible baseball. Where's your real baseball? You're gonna coach others on mime ball? I love it. Okay, well, pass me your ball. Oh! Mikey the Mime isn't quite ready to coach others on baseball. So let's try basketball. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm ready to learn how to shoot a basketball. What should I do first? Oh, shoot. Well, pass me the ball. I'm ready to go. Okay. And, oh, yeah. Oh! I made it! I made it. All right, pass me another ball, Mikey. I made it! Yes, I made it! I made it! Thanks, Mikey. All right, I'm ready to do it again. Pass me another ball. Ow! Mikey the Mime may not be ready to coach others in baseball or basketball, But we should all be ready to forgive others. We all need forgiveness, and God switches it up and forgives us, even though we don't deserve it. Because God forgives us, we can forgive others. Let me hear you repeat after me. I can forgive others.
I can forgive others.
Way to go! I think I'm gonna see if Mikey the Mime is any better at coaching football. Hey, Mikey. Whoa, wait, oh no!
Hey, what's up? I'm Nick. Guess what? I just won my first skateboarding competition. I've been practicing for months and months. I'm so excited that I won. You know, looking at this medal reminds me of how far I come since I started skating. Also, I beat my arch nemesis, Rodney. Well, he's not really my arch nemesis, but he always wins and then makes fun of me about it after. Now that I won, I want to do the same thing to him. Now, I know I probably shouldn't do that, but he's so unkind to me. Do I have to forgive him, even if I don't like him? When I have questions like this, I look in the Bible. The Bible is God's true message to us about himself. In the book of Matthew, Jesus taught his closest friends how to forgive other people. Let's see what he had to say about forgiveness.
Jesus taught about forgiveness. Peter, one of Jesus' disciples, asked Jesus, "Lord, how many times do I need to forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? As many as 7 times?" Jesus told Peter, not just 7 times, but 70 times 7. Jesus went on to tell a story. The kingdom of heaven is like a king who wanted to get back all the money he was owed by his servants. There was one servant who owed 10,000 talents, which was a lot of money. Since the servant didn't have the money, the king ordered that he, his wife, his children, and everything he owned be sold to pay back some of what he owed. The servant fell face down before the king, saying, "Be patient with me, and I will pay you back." The king had compassion for the servant, let him go, and told him that he wouldn't have to pay back any of the money.
Check it. The servant owed so much money, it would have been pretty much impossible to try and pay it back. But the king switched it up and didn't make the servant pay back all the money he owed. Instead, he forgave the servant and didn't make him pay back any of it. Let's see what happened next.
That same servant went and found another servant who owed him 100 denarii. It was nothing compared to the giant amount of money the first servant owed. The first servant grabbed the other man and demanded that he pay him back. The second servant fell on his face and begged him, "Be patient with me, and I will pay you back." But the first servant refused. He had the other man thrown in jail until he could pay back what he owed. When some other servants saw what happened, they went and told the king. The king called the first servant and said, "You wicked servant, I forgave you all the money you owed. Shouldn't you have mercy and forgive your fellow servant the same way I forgave you?" The king was so angry, he had the first servant thrown in jail. Jesus finished his story by saying, "This is what God will do, unless you forgive your brother or sister from your heart."
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I thought the servant in Jesus' story would do the right thing and forgive the other servant, but he was so unkind. The king threw the servant in jail. Jesus told this story so we can know how to forgive others. Peter asked Jesus just how many times we were supposed to forgive, but the answer Jesus gave wasn't what he was expecting. Jesus said that we should forgive not just 7 times, but 70 times 7. Jesus wasn't saying we have to forgive people a certain number of times, but that we should always forgive others. We have all chosen to do things that we think are best instead of what God says is best. That's called sin. And our sin breaks our relationship with God. And like the servant in the story, there is no way that we can pay our debt of sin. We can't do this with the help of other people either. We all need to be forgiven by God. The best part is God switched it up and is ready to forgive us. God sent his son Jesus so that we can be forgiven. When we believe in Jesus and ask God to forgive us, he does. Because we have been forgiven so much, we can show other people forgiveness too. Okay. I think I get it. Even though Rodney was unkind, I should switch it up and forgive him for those times he hurt my feelings. I've been forgiven by God, and I should show that same forgiveness to Rodney. All right. Later, skater.
Hello! Mikey the Mime is out trying to switch it up as a canoe instructor. But I wanted us to look in the Bible and see how God switches it up and forgives us when we make mistakes. The Bible is God's true message to us about himself. Let's see how God planned to switch it up and gives us something different than what we expect. Hebrews 8:12a says, "I will forgive their wrongdoing." This verse gives us a lot of hope because we all do things that are wrong. Wrongdoings, or sin, is when we choose to do what we think is best instead of following what God says is best. And sin separates us from God. But God sent Jesus to switch it up, and Jesus takes the punishment we deserve for our wrong choices. And instead, he gives us God's forgiveness so we can have a relationship with God forever. Now, everyone, stand up and repeat after me as we say our theme verse. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I will forgive
I will forgive
their wrongdoing.
their wrongdoing.
Hebrews 8:12a.
Hebrews 8:12a.
God forgives us. All we need to do is ask. Hey, Mikey the Mime, jump out of that boat and help us say our Bible verse one more time. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
I will forgive their wrongdoing. Hebrews 8:12a.
Great job. See you later, Mikey. This verse from the Bible reminds us that we do make mistakes, but we can all be forgiven. Did he just fall in imaginary water? I better go check on him. See you next time.